Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS and the inventor of the CTKS method and Borsog trading. If you're new, a very warm welcome. And welcome back, KS family. From my 30 plus years in financial markets, I explain the smart money mindset to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love, gaining real wealth and positive excellence in the process. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto market and also the stock market 7 days a week, 365 days a year, please subscribe to YouTube. I've left helpful links in the description of this video, such as the tax software I use, and links to the CryptoTradingKS Masterclass. And I have wonderful news. The Kerry Chambers Partial Masterclass Scholarship has been awarded. I'll let you know more details in the coming days. And please note, I don't have WhatsApp or Telegram. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin is currently up 0.56% to 2173. Ethereum is up 2.15% to 1617. Chair of the SEC, Gary Gensler, on September the 8th came out with a discussion of his personal views and not speaking on behalf of the Securities Exchange Commission or their staff, and said basically every crypto is a security. There's been some great responses from Twitter. If you made an investment of money in a common enterprise with the expectation of profit to be derived from the efforts of others, such as Pokemon, then you might be considered a security. Protect me, Gary. And we shouldn't forget trading cards. They're obviously securities as well. Gary, you're so slack. The markets were very red yesterday, witnessing their greatest sell-off in percentage terms for about 2 years. And we saw an absolute sea of red across the main markets as well. I've often said that we need to be really diligent. We want to think counterintuitively. For example, as prices go up, everybody is really thrilled, but when they come down, everybody runs. But you will notice price is actually coming up. This is the invisible party that's going on the dance floor when everybody is left. That's when the best music plays. And of course, you might say, Ken, that's already well and good to say, but how do you do it? And do you do it yourself? The masterclass gives you the skills to buy on red and sell on green. It's all about marking up your charts, gaining the context of the market, finding what's hot and what's not inside the crypto market, and then having the emotional control to enter when everybody is exiting. And there are many ways to buy and sell. Rule 621 is buy on red, sell on green. Buy on red, sell on green is Borsog, and a Borsog market is always on. Why is that? Because price moves in waves. Borsog is a trading and investing market synchronization technique, starting with small position sizes and then scaling. What you want to do is synchronize in with the market, scale when you see things going your way, desynchronize when you feel desynchronized with what you're doing, just descale. In yesterday's session, I saw a lot of red in the market, and I of course got quite excited. And what I actually did was do some Borsog trades. I'll share a few of them with you. On CKB, I held for maybe just about 5 hours and got an 11.85% return. One thing that you might like to notice, you don't have to get a big percent to do really well over time. And what we can see here is a trade I did yesterday. I held it for 4 hours and 20 minutes. It made 1.535%. And basically this trade, if done each day, 1.54%, would grow $500 into $130,818. Going for these small percentages can be not only easy but incredibly profitable. And don't forget, this is while the main market was absolutely melting down and crypto was melting down as well. Here's another trade I did yesterday. I held this one for 4 hours and 15 minutes and it was a 2.42% return. off $1,000. It just gives you a kind of a concept that there's money in the market. Many people were running from the market. I was running into the market, and so were the CTKS Masterclass students who had managed their emotional control, because it can be really difficult to run into a red market. If we are prepared, we're not scared. This is why we do our Borsog code every day. It literally gets us ready for returns. First of all, we consider, will the market go down? That's a D. Flat? That's an F. Or up? That's a U, right there. What will the market do in terms of what we think to our portfolio or trade? What is the probability it will go against us, go nowhere, go neutral, go flat, or go for us? And they all add up to 100%. And how synchronized do we feel with the market as well? When you're feeling really in sync with the market, you'll find that you can turn trades over very rapidly. Here's one I did yesterday. I held this for 10 minutes and had a 5.6% return. And there's no reason to hold things for a small amount of time. Of course, it's not a bad idea, but the concept is you can hold something for a day or whatever you feel comfortable with. This one was on Reef. You can see many buys that I did, that buy on red, and you can see we had some climactic push up where I sold out. This was a 9.24% return in around 9 hours and 15 minutes. All of these trades were done yesterday, and the market was really red yesterday. This is just to show you, not only does Borsog work, it can work for you as well. And well done to all the other Borsog traders. There were quite a few. I'm so very proud of you all. When you first start trading with Borsog, I always suggest very small amounts of money. You want to get into the synchronization pattern of the market, and you want to find cryptos or even stocks that you actually synchronize in with. When you have the skills, you can keep on layering into your positions. And you might be busy like I am. I'm incredibly busy each and every day. But the concept is you don't need to buy the bottom and you don't need to sell the top to do extremely well. So many new traders and investors think that they must buy the bottom and they must sell the top. You don't. If you consistently do well, you consistently turn over these percentages, and it's more than possible. You can annualize returns, which are very healthy. I want to thank everybody who commented on yesterday's video, and to Pat. Pat said, I read the creed every day and it's helping me a lot. Today I shared it with my 12-year-old kid and reminded me of a classic Italian phrase, analogy. I go slow to go fast, which is piano andiamo lontano. Hope you enjoy the quote. Yeah, I loved it. And what does it mean? Slowly, anyone goes further. Slowly, one goes far. It's pretty cool. And my personal favorite, who goes slowly, goes safely, and goes far. Just excellent. Thank you, Pat. Pat was talking about the CTKS Creed, which is a series of positive affirmations that prime our minds for profitability in the crypto market. This is really important to do each and every day. If you want to be consistently profitable, you must always tell yourself you are here to succeed, and that is a good thing. Albert Einstein said, you have to make a very fundamental choice in this world. Is the universe against you or is it for you? If you think it's against you, you're going to have a really hard life because you're going to be looking for problems over your shoulder all the time. Our key is I am dedicated and committed. I win or learn and never blame. We've been speaking for a while about the probability of a 100 basis point increase showing up on the Fed's radar, and here it is. The Fed needs to fight rational inattention or decisions being baked in with inflation expectations. So what we see here is the 10-year break-even inflation rate and the 5-year break-even inflation rate both coming down, but they did a bit of a kick up even though the markets melted. This is basically signaling the Fed that they have to be super aggressive. And what we notice is the Fed balance sheet has indeed been rolling over. And how did the markets react? We saw the VIX actually spike up and then come down. What did this do? This actually had the markets rallying, but they're at a point of resistance right now. What did we see with bond prices? They flattened out. Bond yields retreated. Gold came down. The dollar surged up and then down. And it's interesting to note, one of the articles that I introduced, gold slides 1.63% with dollar strength accounting for almost 100% of the move. This can be quite useful for you to connect the dots. You might say, Ken, what does that mean? It means basically when the dollar rallies up, we can expect gold to rally down, go in the inverse direction. Not all the time, but quite a lot of the time. And what did we see with oil? Oil is basing. It's passed over some fairly reasonable levels of resistance, and now it's on the way up. And we can see junk bonds have potentially made a higher low. This could be a risk-on activity. We just need to keep very, very situationally aware. And Masterclass students, you'll get my live chart in TM6. We've seen the dollar just reject that 110.029 level, and this is a dynamic smart money sell level. This resistance level is very, very strong, and it's formed through confluence on the CTKS method. I invented the CTKS method because most people analyze support and resistance levels from recent price action. Nobody's ever thought about analyzing support and resistance from all price action. That's what the CTKS method does, and you learn all about it inside the masterclass. From the technical maneuver of the dollar, it looks like it's going to try to come up to retest this 110 and to get through it. Why do I say that? Because it's broken through this resistance level. It could be in a stage of forming higher lows and seeking to retest this. Now, what if that actually happens? What's going to happen to the stock market and what's going to happen to crypto? When we look at crypto, which is a very highly risk-on asset, it gives us a really good indication of what can happen in the stock market. We can see that Bitcoin has broken below a support level and has actual resistance above it as well. It's almost like these two are inversed. This is going to be a pretty important time. Please let me know in the comments, what do you think? Will the dollar weaken or will the dollar strengthen? As crypto technical analysts, we look at the main markets because we know Bitcoin cannot escape the stock market's gravity. Let's zoom out and have a look at how Bitcoin is going. We can see Bitcoin has overcome one resistance level, hit another resistance level and backed off. It's actually just retesting this lower support level at 19,607 at the moment. This is a pretty important time. You might remember a couple of days ago I drew this circle. What I was actually saying here is when you get price going up, it's very normal to have a retracement. So to have a retracement down to here is very, very normal. But what we have here is also a bit of a problem. We have the Armageddon line really, really close to us, 18,942. If we start trading below the Armageddon line, it's not good because there's literally no support below there. The last time we traded below the Armageddon line, we saw a big steep sell-off. And you know that there's always opportunities in these because price is always moving in a wave inside these bars. They may look really red, but there's always something partying in the crypto market. So we need to have a degree of caution at the moment. We need to look more deeply. There's some positive news. On the 15th, the Ethereum merge will be happening, and that will have crypto fans just jumping for joy. Well, potentially. But what are we actually seeing? We've actually bounced from a level of support, structural support, a Stanfield level of 19,986, and we hit this price and actually managed to bounce up. We still have resistance around 20,376 just on a short-term basis, and a longer-term structural resistance level at 2611. We've got a really key resistance level at 21,775. Now, I would urge you to remember that the quadruple witching is coming up on the third Friday of each quarter. And in this particular quarter, there's about $4 billion worth of options expiring across the stock markets and across crypto. And in crypto, we've got 510 million in options expirations for Bitcoin and 504 million for Ethereum. In episode 652, I went through past price action around the quadruple witching events. I think you'd find that really interesting and very informative. The price which will bring maximum pain to option holders is 20,500 on the 16th. Just bear this number in mind. I'd like to thank everybody that put their Borsog codes down. Your active learning and you questioning the market's direction will actually be the only thing that will yield you profits inside the markets. That's because the markets never know us, but the markets always reward knowledge and emotional mastery. Exactly the same thing could be said for life. If you want to do really well at life, just increase your knowledge as much as possible. And also live from a positive excellence framework perspective. Positive excellence is all about sustainable fulfillment, meaning, happiness, and success, and all of that starts with inner peace and outer peace. Dedication and commitment are foundations of positive excellence. And by doing your active learning, you're saying to the market, I'm paying attention to you, market. I want to know when it's safe to get in. Said another way, the harder you work, the luckier you get. Yesterday, we talked about how do you create an opportunity mindset, and Boris said something fantastic. The way you think determines the way you talk, and that determines our actions. As Arnold Schwarzenegger said, the mind is the limit. Oh, Arnold, thanks for being here. You're welcome, Ken. Wah, the governor. And Crypto Turtle said, I developed an opportunity mindset through the knowledge of the CTKS Masterclass and especially positive excellence. Without both of these things, I couldn't Borsog correctly. Well done, Crypto Turtle. And welcome back, Al. And Ivan said, the ability to be calm and patient with these turbulent times going on is really important to identify opportunities as well. Badger said, starting small then scaling helps to control emotions. When position sizes are too big, emotions will become a huge distraction from what the charts are actually saying. Every move down would become a threat to survival. Starting small, you'll no longer feel fight or flight, but rather focus and learning. Superb, Badger. And Barnes shared, having a positive outlook on life will help you to cut through the negativity of situations and objectively analyze them in order to find opportunities. This applies to not only the markets, but everyday life as well. Thank you, my friend. And Rajat said, what is necessary to create an opportunity growth mindset? Willingness, dedication, sincerity, humility, and the CTKS creed and positive excellence. You're a legend, Rajat. Turning to the longs and the shorts, and Masterclass students, you get the longs and the shorts in this chart in TG34. What we've seen are the shorts coming out of the market, which caused a bit of a spike up in price. And what do we see now? The shorts are coming back into the market. That's caused prices to decrease. Now, what do we anticipate here? Let's just zoom in a little bit. We can see that relatively the longs have been saying, yeah, I'm not quite sure about this market. And now they're saying, oh, goody, I think I'll buy the dip. And what have the shorts been saying? They've been saying, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm sure what's going on. The market is tanking. Oh, no, it's not. I need to close my positions out. I'm getting crushed. Now I'm coming back in. Over the past 24 hours, we've seen 180.21 million in liquidations across 69,260 positions. And over the past 24 hours, around 62% of total liquidations have been long liquidations. And over the past 12 hours, about 62% long as well. The past 4 hours, it's gone the other way, 89% short. And the past hour, 93% short. The short Liquidations are picking up at the moment, but when we look across both shorts and longs, the longs have been whacked more than the shorts recently. Sounds very mafia, doesn't it? And when we look at yesterday, even though yesterday was a bit of a bloodbath, there wasn't really that many liquidations overall. We expect bloodbaths to be like this, or even higher, to get up into the billions. We didn't see that. The reason that we look at Bitcoin and the markets, we look at the markets because we want to understand where Bitcoin's going. We look at Bitcoin because we want to understand where the alts are going. Global crypto market cap increased by 1.05% up to $1 trillion in the last trading session. The greatest gainers were Celsius up 29.18%, Ravencoin RVN up 24.42%, Compound 11.47% up, Ethereum Classic 8.53% up, Chainlink 5.5% up. Leading up the back of the pack with the greatest losers, 24-hour greatest losses, Luna 26.07% down, USTC nearly 18% down, Luna Classic nearly 17% down, Helium 5.65% down, and ICP 3.11% down. We know that Bitcoin's gravity impacts every single alt. The gravity can't be avoided, especially on sell downs. And we see Ethereum just a little bit weaker than Bitcoin at the moment, BNB weaker than Bitcoin, ADA starting to get a little bit of strength above Bitcoin, the weak becoming strong. We talked about that yesterday. XRP getting stronger, and there's some good positive news on the XRP side. Hopefully we're going to see a closure and the SEC get beaten by XRP. Go XRP. Solana, we can see Solana just picking up steam, starting to actually get stronger than Bitcoin. Doge is also starting to move above. DOT is still considered weak. It's still below. And Matic is basically moving in alignment, just a little bit stronger. One thing is for sure, if Ripple can win the lawsuit against the SEC, that is a major blow to the SEC. And that's probably why Gary Gensler came out and said, all cryptos are securities. Just come and work with us. You have nothing to fear. I believe every crypto project has a lot to fear from the SEC because there's been so many stories of the SEC, crypto projects going to the SEC, and then all of a sudden the SEC sues those crypto projects. Ouch. If Ripple wins, it's going to be absolutely major for the crypto industry. It could be just the thing that propels everything up. If Ripple wins, it will be fantastic for the entire crypto industry. Please let me know, where do you think Bitcoin is coming? Because this will dictate the fate of all of your beloved alts as well. Do you think, for example, with the Ethereum merge, that we'll see some positive price momentum, but then with the quadruple witching, will we see negative price momentum? Or do you think we'll just go flat or dip down? What we actually do as professionals, we actually have three-dimensional thinking. We think first, if the price goes against us, what do we do? And if the price goes neutral, goes flat, what do we do? And if it goes for us, what do we do? This is in stark contrast to the way that most people think. They just hold only one position. It must go up or it's going to go down. And then they get the rug pulled out from underneath their feet when it goes in one of the other two directions. When you cover off all three directions, you're being smart money. Let's have a look through the crypto sectors and see what's potentially open for borsogging opportunities. Please consider sharing and liking this video and also subscribing to the channel. We would love to have you as a part of our globally extended family. And if you have friends or family who could benefit from positive excellence and what we do each day, please introduce them to our community by sharing a video. We'd love to see them here. We have one of the best communities on YouTube. Thank you very much to our moderators for keeping our community safe from scammers. And please note, I don't have WhatsApp or Telegram. Thank you also to the CTKS ambassadors for assisting Masterclass students. And of course, a very big thank you to you for watching and for being part of our global KS family. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto market 7 days a week, 365 days a year, please subscribe to YouTube. I've left helpful links in the description of this video, such as the tax software I use and the CryptoTradingKS Masterclass. Please seek out an ambassador to get 80% off, and if you're in financial hardship, you can also apply for the CTKS partial scholarship. Please remember, crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there, my friends. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.